'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Not one. It was dead, silent. The stockings were all hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Children were all nestled and snug in their beds. I know, because I was watching them through the window. Hypothetically speaking, of course. While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
Very tired to say it's been a long week, let alone month, let alone year.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. And like a flash, I mean, it was like I was streaking because I was naked. I was sleeping naked. Naked. Anyway, as I was naked, I was flashing everyone as I ran over like a flash, you know. It's not that I'm really fast, it's just that I was really naked and I was flashing everyone into the poor wife there, Mrs. Claus. She had a terrible view in the back there. It was not very good, you know. At the window and the front there, all I can tell you is it was cold, that's all I'm saying. And it was really cold, especially the window glass. I tore open the shutters and threw up the sash, the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. They're about this big, I think, you know, there's like 8 of them, 1, 2, 3, 8. But, so, if the reindeer, the tiny reindeer are tiny and they're this big, then we must factor that in when considering the size of the tiny sleigh, because we want to put everything in context for everyone. So, if this is a factual fact of Christmas, and you will accept it like it or not. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. I mean, who the hell else would it be in a little sleigh with a bunch of little tiny reindeer? I mean, flying around. I mean, come on, how many of those could there really be? More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. What the hell's that supposed to mean? And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen, to the top of the porch and to the top of the wall. Now dash away. Slash away all. Okay, I made that last part up there. It's just, you know. Now dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves, as the what? As dry leaves at the, what the fuck? As dry leaves that before the hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing and clawing and gnawing and gnawing and clawing. Okay, I made that last part up a little bit there. Prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Little tiny ones. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney came St. Nicholas with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I like that. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a little peddler just opening his sack. His sack. Pack. He looked like a little peddler opening his pack, not his sack. I like sack better. I think it sounds a lot funnier. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples so merry. Mary Jane? No, just Mary. His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. And with a wink of his eye and a twist of his head, soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. Damn it, he spoke not a word, but went straight to work. And he filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. Oh, sorry. Wrong kind of jerk. And laying a finger aside his nose and giving a nod, the chimney. He rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew like a down-full of thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all. I hope you die tonight."
That's not what he said. Read the poem.
Okay. That's not what he said. Happy Christmas to all. And have a good night.
It's to all a good night.
'Cause I'll be watching you when you sleep. Doing that jerky turnaround thing,
There's no way corporate is going to approve of that.
Okay, I won't be doing that for legal reasons. But I'll be thinking about it, Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you have a most wonderfully Christmassy kind of Christmas. With all the killing and slaying that you could possibly ever want.